guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you're new here, my name is Laika and we delve into all sorts of different topics. Welcome to clocking your tea and mine too. Actually, welcome to clocking my tea and yours too, boo. Like, either way, we're clocking something. We're clocking something. Okay, so lately this week, I've been sitting in this uncomfortable feeling of not feeling enough. Yes, this microphone not connected to anything, by the way. Don't clock that. Don't clock that. But I really wanted to get into today's topic because something in my head finally clicked. And for a while now, I've been feeling like a lot of the things that I do aren't enough. And as I'm in the midst of creating a life that I want for myself, that I truly and genuinely feel happy in, it's not easy. It's not easy. A lot of things are showing up, and I was experiencing this blockage. No matter what I did, no matter what I achieved, it just always felt like it wasn't enough. It just, every time I go and try to feel confident in myself and confident in what I do, it just wasn't enough, and I just got fed up, and I was getting real emotional. I was getting real emotional, and I'm like, why do I feel this intense never enoughness? Like, why do I feel it to this large extent? And as I'm sitting and feeling out this feeling, I'm like, let's get into it. So one of the big things I said was, as I sat in this uncomfortable feeling of not enough, I wondered why. I got my notebook. Before I start reading, I got my notebook. And when I had this notebook out, I done clocked some tea, okay? So let's get into it. As I sat in this uncomfortable feeling of not enough, I wondered why no matter what I do, I still feel this lack of confidence in myself. I wanted to start a new page in my life where I show up more confidently and reassured in myself. That's the biggest issue I had, was overthinking and self-doubt, and I was wondering why I couldn't get through my self-doubt. I was continuously trying to implement new thinking and trying to think bigger and better of myself. I'm saying affirmations. I'm saying I deserve this. But yet there's still this doubt of, do I really deserve it or not? And me saying in the mirror that I am enough, what is the internal feeling, an internal battle that I'm fighting of feeling not enough? It was just this constant battle of, not feeling enough, if you feel me. Okay, I kept experiencing this roadblock, so of course I wanted to get to the root of this feeling. It continues to show up. I wanted to know, when was the first time I felt like I wasn't enough or inadequate? It wasn't the relationships that made me feel like I had no self-worth. It wasn't the people-pleasing, over-giving, overly understanding, or even the weak boundaries. Although those are things that play a part, they weren't the root of the problem. Like, all of those things were only a byproduct of me feeling not enough. Of course, I was showing up in relationships feeling inadequate of myself and attracting people that made me feel even more inadequate. So the weak boundaries, the people pleasing, it was all a byproduct of the root of the problem. And I can overachieve, place high standards, gain accolades, huge amounts of success, or maybe be hyper independent and have this hyper independent attitude that I can do it all on my own. The hyper vigilance and awareness of everyone's emotions except my own. These burdens became too heavy for me to carry. Then suddenly it clicked for me. My father, or the lack thereof a father figure, was the root of my problem. Okay, let me continue. It became a blockage that I needed to work through, because this was directly connected to not only the people I attract in relationships, but my confidence, my career achievement, and self-worth. When I mean it was directly linked to my confidence, a lot of the time your dad kind of instills confidence within you to know what's possible. So you know how they push them out of their comfort zone, and your mom is always here to nurture you? Your dad is the one that makes you believe in the capabilities of what's possible in this world. He's the one that is supposed to help you believe in yourself in a different way. And to know that you can overcome anything. But when you have an absent father, or like emotionally absent fathers, I wanted to touch on that too, because some people have physically absent fathers and some people have absent fathers where the parent is still in the home but isn't active. They don't do much. They criticize, over critique, and just make your life a living hell in the home. Like fathers that are just emotionally absent but are still there, they tend to just anger and just irritate and frustrate the child that they're in the home with. Not only that, the lack of guidance, the lack of support, just the lack of being a father figure in general just creates this thing where the child either becomes parentified or they become super hyper independent because they are no longer dependable on somebody that was supposed to be here and be able to lean on. And a lot of the times kids that do grow without fathers, they tend to take on this role where they're like, I don't need anybody, I don't need to lean on everybody. And the heavy burden of trying to carry everybody's emotions and make sure everybody's straight and be there for everyone, it becomes super duper draining. Okay, I'm gonna get back into this. I never really linked my father in the process of my development because he wasn't present emotionally or physically. I was like, what could my father have to do with it? Because I was literally asking myself, I'm like I ain't got no dad though. Okay, no shade, no, like, pause. No shade, but like, I genuinely, no shade, but I didn't. So how would my father affect me when he hasn't even played the role he was supposed to in my life? How does that make sense? So then I'm thinking about it some more. I'm like, exactly. Just because my father wasn't active in my life doesn't mean his absence has no effect or impact. No matter what, he is still a part of me. He is still my father, after all. A heart like my mother, but rage and insecurity from my father. A lot of the times we get so angry and you realize that you are just like your father. And in this portion, I want to talk about fathers realizing that their daughters are not forgiving as their wives. This was a hot topic on TikTok, for real, because I was looking into it and I was seeing how a lot of people had a perspective where they're like, fathers that think that they could just do anything and run stuff, but when you're not an emotionally present father and you're not actually being a father in the way that you should be, your daughter is not gonna respect you. You think you could talk to your wife like that and you're gonna talk to your daughter like that? I know for sure. I never played. I had a stepdad in the home, and baby, I never even giggled at my stepdad. Like, nothing was funny. You actually disgust me. Anywho, I'm not gonna get into that right now. But a lot of the times fathers would be in the home just using weaponized incompetence. They don't know how to do anything. The daughter is taking care of everything, and they're just constantly thinking and criticizing you, making you feel like you're not enough. Even when the father is there, constantly criticizing you and making you feel like you're not enough, constantly just weighing down on you and just, I'm not gonna curse. What can I say? Just constantly bringing their emotions and frustrations down upon you and making you feel like you have to come up with these solutions to tiptoe around your father because he has this explosive anger and he doesn't know how to act. But when they get to that flip side and realize you're not the one to play with, oh, they get it. Because the same rage that the daughter has is the same rage that's inside of their father. And that's the thing. I feel like eldest daughters really channel their father's rage, and a lot of the times that's why fathers can't handle their daughters not being as forgiving as their wives, because the same anger and frustration that your daughter is putting out on you is the same anger and frustration that you gave to her when they were younger. The expectations you put onto her that she didn't even have to bear, these burdens that you put onto her. Of course she's frustrated with you. Of course she don't want to talk to you. Of course when you come around she don't want to be around you, because all you do is bring frustration around. You're always unhappy. Something's always wrong. You always got to pick at something and make them feel bad for it. No, absolutely not. People get fed up. People get really, really fed up, especially when they're dealing with ignorant parents. No shade. I'm drawing a lot of passion from this because I really feel like sometimes parents can be a lot, especially when you don't have emotionally mature parents, especially when you have parents that they don't comprehend certain things, and it's hard to get them out of that mindset because that's exactly the way they think. So the only thing that I would recommend you to do is save yourself, okay? Save yourself. Put yourself first and stop trying to meet and manage these expectations of these children adults. That is not your responsibility, nor it's your obligation. You don't owe nobody nothing just because they made you, genuinely. Next thing I wanted to say, even though I gave up on our relationship because my father was absent, I'm not going to say what I put on there because I was angry in the moment. I'm not going to do you, but keeping it real. Doesn't mean the void he was supposed to fill was gone. My inner child / subconscious mind showed up in the world in, like, subconsciously, I didn't know I was showing up in the world like this, but my inner child showed up in the world with low self-esteem, overthinking, and intense self-doubt. I'm always anxious or have high functioning depression, being there for everyone but myself. I am not obligated to break my back for everyone. Who's there for me? Who do I lean on? I become more and more exhausted and burnt out, searching for validation in all the wrong places. I want to put this out there. A lot of the times, people love to be like, oh, that's fatherless activity. Oh, that's fatherless activity. Baby, it's not. The people that they think do fatherless activity are not actually the people that do fatherless activity. The ones that do fatherless activity are the ones with fathers. Like, are we not understanding? They're giving their daughters game. And I'm about to give you game too. Let me chill out. I'm too hype for this episode or this video or whatever. Like, they love to say, oh, your girl's so going, girls be going, bitches be going, they be doing this, that, they be acting like they ain't got no daddy, be pulling game. No, they pulling game because they know the game of. They get it. The people with fathers, they have fathers that instill confidence within them to know game. Like, they know. I have brothers, they either have some like men, like a lot of, not a lot of men, but like, you get what I mean. They have men that show them like, hey, this is what it is. This is how I show up in the world. And I know that I'm wrong and I know that I'm messed up, but I'm going to continue to use and abuse you. And they take that knowledge that be running game and they do that shit right back. But the people that don't have fathers, they're putting people above them. Ain't shit ass. Like, come on now. You messing with that man and he's a bum. You trying to change him and save him. You like, he's like that because, and he ain't got no daddy too. Y'all insecurities are coming together and creating this messed up situation. It's really messed up. I'm trying not to say the F-bomb word, but it's really messed up. That's exactly what it is. Y'all insecurities rubbing and meshing together because y'all happy and just comfortable in each other's insecurities. Yes. I'm sorry. Let that man go. And I feel like a lot of the time, hyper-independent women or parentified women, they tend to get like boyfriends where they have to parent or mother. Why are you constantly telling that man what to do, how to act, how to feel? You always wondering how this man feel? Is he good? Is he cheating on me? Is he treating me like this? And why was he feeling like this on Tuesday? And why was he doing that thing in that specific way? And why he had that tone? That shit that really pissed me off. I didn't really like that. Why he speak like that? Why he smell like that? Why he look like that? Overly critiquing. Not only are you overly critiquing, but you try to take on this caretaker role in your relationships. You show up in your relationships trying to solve and give solutions to the problems that your partner is having. You feel like you need to take on all this emotional baggage and burden of the person that you're with. That is not how you love somebody. I'm sorry, but for hyper independent girlies, please get with somebody where you don't even have to tell them what to do. You don't have to be overly controlling, where you can just relax and surrender because yo boo got it. I know it's really hard. It's easier said than done. Like I said, it's way easier. It's harder. It's easier said than done, okay? It's easier said than done. And a lot of the times, hyper independent girlies, they feel like it's so hard to just surrender. Like, what do you mean not do nothing and let them help me? What are you talking about? I can literally do everything by myself. Like, I don't know if hyper-independent girlies got this pledge, never need nobody for nothing. Always do stuff on my own. I am the real nigga. I don't need. Like, calm down, sweetie. You're not in survival mode. Ease it up a little bit, boo. Ease it up a little bit. You're too pent up. You're trying to solve everybody's problems because when you were younger, you felt like you had to solve your mama problems. You have to solve your daddy problems with the way he's behaving with your mama. You got to do this. You got to do that. Relax. You are making yourself overly anxious and putting all this pressure on yourself. This is why a lot of the times, hyper independent girlies or people that deal with their father directly coming in with their self-confidence, they feel like that, oh, I gotta overachieve, I gotta accomplish to make up for all the things that, you know, I didn't have. Guys, one more tidbit. I need overachievers to come here, come here, come here. You also not in trouble or nothing, but people overachieve because they are chasing approval or validation from a parent that they never got, constantly trying to make them proud. And even when they try, it's never enough, and they continue to generate this feeling of not enough because the parent isn't there to congratulate them, motivate them, and instill in them that confidence, that great job. But because there is nobody to encourage them, a lot of self-doubt and overthinking creeps in. But that's what I wanted to add. But you need to release this need to overachieve. You are in this internal subconscious battle with your father. I have to be better than him. I have to do more. This man he wasn't the man he should have been, that he needed to be. I know. But listen to me. You have to change the way you're coming up in the world because you are overexerting yourself, trying to do more. It's never enough for you. So I need you to calm back down, take a deep breath. It's okay to be good at something. Be the best at what you do. But do not come from a place where you are constantly feeling like, I need to do more. I need to excel. That is the expectation for me. And because those expectations were placed onto you, either when you were at a young age or you felt like you had to take on this major responsibility, again, between managing someone else's emotions, emotionally immature parents, having to walk on eggshells around people, having to be so performative, be good. Relax. You are living in this constant survival mode status or just nature. Be at ease a little bit more and release and change the energy of constantly needing more in the wrong place. Think about the place that it's coming from genuinely. Is it because I truly want this for myself and I want to excel and be the best at it? Or am I just continuing to overexert myself because I feel like I'm not good enough or I'm not doing enough? And why do I feel like I'm not doing enough? Why do I feel like I need to do more? And it's so hard for me to just ease and relax. Even when you are relaxing, you still feel the need to do. It's so ingrained in you. So I give this little tidbit, take it and do what you will with it, but I feel like sometimes you need to release the responsibility that you put on yourself so much because it is literally killing you on the inside. Yeah. But anyways, just to make me feel better and make me feel enough where I could create this space of peace, and they're constantly running away or just isolating themselves. And I feel like as a hyper independent girly, definitely take time to water your garden. Definitely take time to make sure your grass is greener than everybody else's. Make sure that cup is full. But do not isolate yourself so heavily that you don't interact and you create this wall. Oh, I don't need anybody, so I just won't allow people to come into my life. You feel me? Not everybody is going to come out the woodworks and try to hurt you. And not only are you coming into the world emotionally available, but you're attracting emotionally unavailable people that also just can't give you what you need. So remember and keep in mind place that you're loving somebody else from. Another thing was taking life too serious, constantly hyper-fixating on every detail, planning for issues that don't exist, overthinking every possibility possible. I need to ground myself and release the need to be perfect. I'm flawed and human, and I deserve to be loved just for my presence. Is that it? It's very important to stay grounded as a hyper independent girly or just someone that feels like they constantly need to overachieve and just do more and putting all this pressure on yourself. It's important to remember where you are at right now is very important. Breathe and realize you are completely fine where you are. There is no need to perfect. You are not meant to save everybody. It's not your responsibility to save anybody. And remember, it's okay. It's okay to surrender. It's okay to not have every detail, every plan. Remember, you are good where you are right now. You matter where you are right now. You are enough where you are right now. Another thing I want to say is, from my notepad, guilt consumed me every time I stood to speak up for myself. Anxious to voice my needs, letting go seemed hard. I was in this internal battle of not feeling enough. I was fed up. I wanted to start living for me, free from all these expectations that drained me from showing up for myself. It's easier said than done. I couldn't ask for help to save my life. I could take on any challenge myself because everyone needs me. Not only was major responsibilities was put on me as a child, but I began to expect them from myself. The more I chased to be broken free and be on my own to gain peace, there are residual effects of me putting myself first, or the residual effects of me not putting myself first. And in the process of me trying to put myself first, it was a work in progress to let go of the need to perform and have it all together, to take care of everything and have everything in line, prioritizing me, making sure my grass is green and flourishing. So that was one tidbit I had, which was just making sure that I'm good and checking in with myself before I scatter myself out trying to do everything for everybody, solve everybody's problems. Like slow down. Slow down. I felt like because I'm my mom's daughter and my dad's firstborn daughter, especially this is for the daughters that genuinely look like they daddy. Like firstborn daughters, if you know, you look like your daddy. Like I just anyways, I always felt like I need to be taking care of my mother and living to this pressure to be the best and do everything well. But then I had this overthinking and self-doubt that just blocked me from feeling like that was capable of me feeling like I was capable of making it happen for myself. And I genuinely felt blocked and caged in my own mind. I didn't know why I was feeling the way I was feeling. I'm like, bro, why can't I just believe that I'm doing this and have faith in myself and show up confidently in the world? I'm done with the games. I'm done. I'm actually wanting to move forward in life. And another thing that I researched is that a lack of a father figure directly connects to the lack of achievement that you want to accomplish. Sometimes you feel like you don't even want to try at all because you have this feeling like, what's the point? Or just acting out of rebellion and against it. Instead of building something, you just start to escape from a lot of things. But this video is for the hyper-independent girlies. Hyper-independence girlies, please come forward for me, please. You not in trouble or nothing. Nobody gonna beat you up or nothing. But why you keep messing with these insecure men that hate themselves? You know you better than that. Stop trying to build that man up. Stop trying to prove yourself to that man. Surrender. Let that man go. Stop trying to force that man to love you. Stop trying to fix him. It's not your responsibility to fix nobody else's trauma. Okay? You need somebody. You need to, hyper independence girls, you need to date somebody that already come knowing not to play with you. It's for the youngest child. It's probably for the, middle child. No, it's not for the middle child. Middle child, you can still tune in though. You're welcome. If you're experiencing some of these things, then yeah. And if you do have a father and you're still experiencing some of these things, I don't know, sister. I'm just trying to bear with you, sister. I don't know. You might need to talk to somebody about that. But if they're emotionally absent, you coming. But this is specifically for the eldest daughters or the hyper independent girlies, the parentified daughters that feel like they have to take on everything and in the family and all the responsibilities and micromanage everybody and control everybody. Remember to surrender and remember that you do not have to take on all these responsibilities. Learn to step back, learn to let go, and learn to let God. Woo! But if you got something from this video, or you have any questions, or you want to critique anything that I said, or want to add anything on, share your experience. I want to listen. I want to hear. And if you're here tuning into this video, I want to tell you, like, girl, you are enough and you're the baddest in the city. So you need to believe in yourself. Have confidence, girl. And now that you just got to the root of the problem and was wondering why I can't get no money, why I can't, believe that I could get all these achievements and shit, because, you know what I'm saying? You got to really think. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you guys, and I hope that you got something from it. I already said that. Like and subscribe, y'all. I love you guys, and million kisses, guys. Thank you for watching. This is the exit ticket of the video. I'm just gonna swing my feet in the air silently. So put yourselves first. Release the need to control everything, and believe in yourselves so you can live a happy and peaceful life. That's what I want for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Enjoy this exit ticket of me swinging my feet back and forth. And yeah, girl. Eat. All right. Bye, guys. Hope you like this video. Bye.